Hello, everyone, and welcome to the RGL Chucklenuts Cup No Restriction Sixes. I'm Xenagos, joined here today by Flescore. Flescore, how are you doing today?
What is up, everybody? I'm pretty good today. I'm actually really excited about this. This cup definitely seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. You know, bringing in new players that have never played sixes before and just having them just show them all the goofy stuff that they can do.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see what strategies these teams pull out. You know, we're very used to how some of these maps play and the classes we expect to see. I'm really excited to see how these payload maps play, actually. You know, as a Highlander player, seeing how they go through with six players instead of 9 and what classes they end up picking. I think it'll be really interesting, especially in some of the lower divs. I expect to see some funky strats coming out from all these players.
Just the 6 are going to be dead, and we see the first Uber popping up. Rui's just going to get W plus mouse 1, and there's already the sentry. The counter Uber is going to be popped. PK Beats is going to be going down, and we just see Spider Jew getting destroyed along with Sigilar.
Medics, you know, they have a secondary Uber. It's full Uber ad for free, and they're going to Uber in Spider Jew again. He's coming in just WM1ing every single person on the other team.
It's working out pretty well. That's nearly a full team wipe. It's all up to Ree and Adix. Ree's just kind of spamming off using the very infamous weapon of the Cow Mangler, very controversial. Behind, not doing anything just yet. Here we go for the sap as we have an Uber popped in. We see board going down. This is a very well coordinated push. Everything's going in, but we do have the counter pop happening. We do see some funny pyro shenanigans. Oh, trades happening all over the place, but looks like it seems to be going on the way of it's over. Yeah,
looks like this
fly.
point is over.
In the little rafters up here. Just right above everything, we do see a little push, but Spider Jew is actually going to get both of them on a 9-kill streak, as well as Cyber Wizard, and this is not looking too great for the greasers right now. Ooh, Adix, really nice shot there.
Push up a cliff. You can get so many kills, and it's so easy to deny. Even without Uber and just a buff, you can do a lot of work. But they're already pushing in with an Uber here.
Oh,
Gonna be clearing out. We see this classic pub spot hold that actually a lot of teams in higher level Highlander have been transitioning to. Normally, you know, you'd see teams holding up in tiles, but teams have been opting recently to go for this pub spot hold. It can be really hard with the dispenser block down at the bottom, but they don't even need it. They just walk the cart right in. Ephion is just getting up onto playground, laying down some good sticky sentry gun, and here is the Uber stuck in that corner. However, it's going to be a really good deny again. Air Blast so strong for denying Ubers. Looks like TMM is going to get burned down here.
You have Peanut trying to take a little bit of a fight. Ooh. You have Ree and Cyber Wizard basically very close to each other. Adix is going to go down. That's going to be no more sniper support.
We were just considered to be straight upgrades, and I would have expected all the snipers to be running Machina for this. So seeing them just still on stock, I think we're like almost conditioned a little bit to see certain weapons. But here comes in the Uber. They're going to get the sentry gun down. They're going to get the force out. PK Beats gets flash just to save his life at the very end there. And he's just behind the Uber, slowly capping up the point.
But with the counter Uber popping out, it's going to not looking too great. The medic is going to go down as, you know, we do see Spider Jew just W plus mouse wanting, not letting go of this strategy that has been working the entire game.
I think there's a little bit of a bell curve with pyros, you know? You got like the really new people who are like W plus M1 is like really good, and then you kind of go up the curve, and in the middle you got the mid-skill players who are like, oh no, it's like not that good, like shoot them, and like pyro's more about air blast, and then you get to like the really like the even higher level players, and it's like, nah, WM1 it's still really good.
It's
sometimes
incredible.
a pyro just walking at you is what you need to win.
It is frightening. They're having a pyro that is just oozing out damage for free and then also invincible is one of the scariest sights to see.
Yeah, but a very convincing half. Or do we only play to 1? Running a little bit wild with the nerd sauce.
Ooh, so here we have another Uber coming in. Spider Jew is gonna be holding forward, not letting go of that mouse 1 button, and just absolutely running amok all over the side of blue, getting a direct hit reflect kill, kind of like figuring out what's going on. But it's also really big. We actually do see the conch being pulled up, so there's going to be a quick little push right here. PK Beats is going to be finding a lot of frags and basically stuffs the offense. Nerd Sauce is going to be the only survivor left to tail to tail. So we do see an Uber here is going to get stuffed out a little bit by Spider Jew, but instantly the counter pop comes in. This is going to be a better Uber, but surprisingly, despite all of that, right now Grease Gamers are actually winning the post Uber fight. Doing a really nice job. They finally have a lot of presence on the cart. Right now I have Rui just kind of running ruin all over the rest of the red team. A Sentry making it 5, but with an Uber and also just forcing everyone into this small little choke point, you are able to do everything. We actually do see Sigilor defending the dispenser. Does manage to get a kill on the Cyber Wizard and does bring TMM really close to Uber at 78%, but actually has to make it out of it. Actually has to make it out of there. It's looking a little bit chaotic. We had a sniper just taking pot shots, but it's gonna go down to Sigilor. Epheon's gonna get a double kill on both Sigilor and Peanut, and it's still a 2-on-2. Nerd Sauce. It's all up to Cyber Wizard to defend this, but it's gonna be over.
Gonna be swapping off that Pyro, gets the Sentry Gun. Are they gonna be able to pick up TMM on Medic? 2 scouts with the Mad Milk pick him up real quick. They're gonna be pushing this card into first. Nice and fast.
This is what I wanted to see.
Sap to go in with this, or he's just gonna be going in early. Gets the Sap off. The gun's almost down from rockets. Territory's a little bit caught out here. He's gonna be dropping back down, seeing if he can find a friend with them, but he's gonna be chased down by the sniper, and this is gonna be another hold from the Cum Greasers. They're seeming to find their footing here on this third point, but they do have nearly 6 minutes left to hold this. It's gonna be tough still, even with these really good pushes.
Sigilor got scared by the Pyro and, you know, made a little bit of a slip.
Watching the cross, the Pyro can't really get forward to air blast you off or anything like that, so I'd like to see an NG swap over. And Sigilor is, you know, I think the...
Buddy, what's happening? He breaks, doesn't get killed by the cliff, gets killed on the cliff instead. And... Okay. Very good frags here. Little flank shack there. And it's looking like...
Sigilor's off the cliff again. That's what it's looking like. I thought he had managed to get it all the way up the last hill, but just barely doesn't, and it's going to roll back down. They're going to pull all the way back up. High bomb comes in from Rui. Doesn't manage to get anything. Sigilor takes him down. Now that he doesn't have his nemesis, the cliff here, he's able to get some more shots off.
Oh, really big sticky coming in from Adix. Actually pushes everyone off the cart, but it doesn't matter because that cart still gets pushed down with 40 seconds left on the clock. That's going to be it.
Yeah, very close towards the end there. That was a really, really good third hole coming out from the Cum Greasers, but it's over. Wrap up the match there. 40 seconds left. Take this map 2-0 for our first round of the group stage of the Chucklenuts Cup.
And both soldiers are doing the Roma rollout. They're already incredibly aggressive on JBT. He's going to be able to surf all the way up, but is going to instantly die. We do see some milk being splashed, and it's actually going to be helping out a whole lot. Scouty's managed to get everything. Denny is going to be able to find Lord Sickens, and that's going to be a really dominant mid.
See the heavy coming out here to try and tank some damage and keep that health up. Sniper purchase back up on Nest, and an Uber coming out from the Dust Ballers, forcing the teams back. They're going to be able to lock down these shutters very nicely with 2 Demo Man.
6 boring classes that we've always seen. JBT is going to be cratering instantly already. You know, no funny shenanigans here. We do still see Denny just throwing out some pot shots. The Tracers are just all across mid, and again, the Mad Milk is working off really well, which could be really interesting if you already saw last match. But not if Denny is watching the sight lines. Already has that really good sniper sight line, and it seems to be that people are wanting to test this a little bit. But the Uber is going to be popped first. Michael's going to be dropped before the Uber gets anything done. Jelly is going to find Libero, so it's going to be a little bit of a heals advantage, but they're all going to get karate. This is not looking too great. Denny's going to find another headshot, and this entire push is going to be negated.
in a lot of cases, when you're taking something that used to be, you know, a 2-shot with the scattergun and bringing it down to a 1-shot, you're essentially doubling your damage. Be really, really strong.
Who's not looking too great. Percy barely survives with his own life. Michael is going to get down after overextending, and they're down a medic and a heavy on this last hold, but it might not necessarily matter because they are getting the frags here. It's an ugly fight here, but in the end, the Dust Ballers are going to remain victorious.
Some nice shots coming from the sniper. They're going to be Ubering in for that mini sentry.
Oh,
it's
and
a
the Wrangler.
piece.
The Wrangler on the sentry actually manages to find Seekens, and it was a failed push because both of the engineers just were really annoying about it.
Yeah, the mix of the Wrangler being able to just target whoever you want, and the short circuit just deleting all the projectiles. I don't know if he's going to be able to defend this all by himself.
I'm not sure what the hesitation on the other. There was definitely ample amount of times where, you know, the Dust Ballers just could have walked right in and just capped, and they took a little bit longer to set up, just allowing, you know, the Chucklenuts to respawn, and it looks like the situation's reversed. You either have to fully commit to going out and knowing that knowing that everyone's in front of you, or you just have to stay on point and just pray that they don't keep sacking bodies.
You have all the players in front of them. It's going to be even, and an Uber's going to come out from Seekens, pick up quite a few kills, and they're going to be trying to push this last point again. Heading against the sniper and a demo. Like PC1 on 1 health. Goes down to a sticky wheelbarrow.
Ooh. Big damage coming in, but shoutouts to Jelly. Does manage to get the second point. And these mid fights are looking fantastic, spectacular. The way how the Mad Milk is being used and optimized is incredible. But it doesn't matter whenever you allow both soldiers to flank into your IT and absolutely wipe your team.
Yeah, Libero very low on point.
Everyone in the choke. This could be really good. Apathy's gonna go down, but Scouty, ooh, getting a double kill right there before being dropped down by the enemy demo. Not necessarily gonna matter. Denny's gonna bring down Denny, and it's all up to Michael PC and, you know, Look, the Uber was popped early.
Right into Seekens, and he's going to actually be able to Uber through that soldier that was hanging out above him, but now he's straight behind it. I don't even know if they know he's there. He's going to get 3 rockets off on the demo, but the point's getting capped up, and he bombs him just too late. The Chucklenuts are going to be able to take, again, that 3rd round.
It was called the airstrike, and we have both soldiers landing on the choke. Want to do big damage. Seekens is going to go down instantly, not before being traded, but it is even numbers here going into this mid. Denny's hitting insane shots right now, and Michael PC is going to be chased down. It's all up to Apathy and Jelly, both at 103. Jelly's going down very slowly, but it's not going to matter. It's all up to Denny. He's going to be swinging in, trying to go for some miracle shots. They're just toying with him, and he's going to go down.
They have to, right? TF2 players, don't look up.
No way. I need you to look up right now.
He drops on Seekens, and he gets the rockets off. Might have been an ad here if they're able to keep Seekens alive. Percy on a and as I say that Scouty goes down, I just need to stop mentioning Meds dying, because I have casters cursing these teams all over the place.
I mean, I can't necessarily blame the medic. You have 2 really good Highlander snipers basically gunning for you. Scouty getting another shot. Oh my god, that's 4.
The enemy IT. Seekens is at 25% disadvantage. We'll see if they want to take an aggressive Uber in before they drop too many players. Uber comes out. What are they going to be able to find with it?
Oh my
god! Not much.
God.
Snipers are already picking up all the kills.
Oh, there goes Denny getting a nice body shot, and it's all up to them. Denny's going to be distracting a little bit. But the big problem with 2 snipers is that you can't necessarily defend your medic all that well.
They are going to play a little bit of ring around the rosy through sewers, and Seekens is actually going to be the one to go down there. Michael PC1 does get a nice shot onto Libero, trades out the medics, and this second point still remains uncapped everywhere. And they're going to take that right into last. The lone heavy standing firm on the point. 5 players shooting at him, triple scouts on the point. Going to cap it up, and that's going to be 4 rounds. And this match, I believe, is over.
we saw moments of brilliance. I love seeing like, you know, this is sixes, but not really. Very fast, fun excitement. Plus, like, you know, everyone got a chance to shine.
Short circuit balls forward, clearing up any of the projectiles that are coming towards them, and they're able to deal with this double soldier and demo spam very well. Really leaving just the snipers, someone who's able to shoot cards, so they're going to be able to cap up first again. Bit of a soft hold. High posted up over by the satellite dish. He's going to, again, trailing off shots, gets Funkwagon. But the demo and heavy are down for Jart. See if they're going to be able to clean up anything off of this, but that quick fix just keeps everyone alive so well. See if they're able to capitalize off all these picks before they're able to reestablish against some hard time.
The respawners are here. Everyone, it's looking a little bit rough. This actually could be really bad for Medtook 5. Mega right now on a double kill, absolutely not demolishing everyone, and there's the full combo dead.
Shed, is he going to look down and see this medic that he's able to kill?
Oh!
He gets the quick fix off just in time, but he doesn't really have anyone to heal here. So it looks like Jart Chungas hopefully, finally, are going to be capping up this point here. They got Funkwagon on the cart here.
And someone got an achievement. Yoshi Bobby just earned the achievement intern. Really late kill from the demo is going to be helping them a whole lot. The only thing they're struggling with is the
banners
sentry.
as well. Double banners, punch and backup. They're gonna have quick fix heal. They're gonna have punch heal. They're gonna have less damage taken. That is too many buffs on one team.
This is a lot to deal with. This is incredible. Really well done. Really resourceful coming in for the backpacks right now.
Here, they're getting 2 quick fix. Demo and Sniper are down, and looks like they pop out that quick fix Uber. So they'll have full Uber on the med here, and Demo double
heavy. Yes.
Don't drop your players before you get that Uber. The heavies are pushing up. They're going to bounce around like it's their bar mitzvah. And he's going to eat.
He's just going to eat.
And he's going to get arrow tanked. He's going to live.
He's wasting so much Uber. And they actually managed to hold the double heavy strat. But the second heavy is still right here. Sleeve McDaniel is doing a really good job of defending, but it's all up to Ziggy, the Sydney sleeper, just kind of taking a 1v1 here on the cart, has the bushwalk out, gets one melee, but is going to get instantly shut down.
Jump right to a heavy, and exactly what you expect happen. Ziggy going for the flank, doesn't manage to get the med pick, but will force out the quick fix. Both teams using quick fix now, and it is absolute chaos. Looks like Marco, will he get this last rocket off?
Oh,
he's going for the pickaxe.
Running away, and Mega does manage to find that kill right there. Doom right next to him. And here comes the big push. You know, here we have. Jart Chungus is finishing this today.
Yeah, the WM1 Pyro again walks forward, gets kills. Double Heavy just not able to track on that quick fix enough. Minigun being one of the only weapons that can DPS through the quick fix charge. So, you know, I respect the Double Heavy as a choice.
See Mega and the spiked ball of doom already shooting. We actually have wow, Ward got destroyed. Carrying the sentry, and that's gonna be a drop. I just heard a big drop, good crit rocket, and a crit sticky over. That's actually going to be solidifying everything. Ziggy is also going to find Spike Ball of Doom. So, despite this being a soft hold, they do manage to crit into them and buy some time, making it a little bit difficult.
Spike Ball of Doom does put out an insane amount of damage there.
Right now, barely able to survive. We do see the backpack being blown, and we do have a battalion's up. It is providing a lot of damage resistance, and they're both Girardi, so it's not looking too great, and that's a full wipe.
Uphill here. They're at Uber Disat. I think they might just be trying to force the crits out, and they do, but it gets their whole team a massive crits coming out there.
Finally going to be going down as they push through the flank, but it's still massive damage. Yoshi Bobby is going to be found high as well. It's not looking too great. Actually, they do manage to send both shoulder bombs, just decided to dry fight, not necessarily wanting to wait for any sort of Uber or any advantage. Just let's use both of these soldiers, but just as I say that, they are going to be using the vaccinator here, and it is going to be proving very deadly. Sleeve is still trying to find some picks, but at the same time, it's also really difficult to try to find anything in. Here comes the backpacks being blown. Jard, both Mega and Spike Ball of Doom are going to be going down, and this is about to be a full team wipe. They're combined 100 HP, and High is going to be the only survivor to tell the tale, assuming that they don't chase.
That was so close to being a really good push. Backpack in time for this next fight. Ooh. He is blowing it, so he is going to find it in time. The cart is going to make it up the hill, which is huge. Once it's made it up that hill, you know, at this point, this can get tapped in by anyone, and you need to commit to keeping somebody on the cart at full time, and that is a dangerous place to be in. So most teams at this point would back up and say, okay, you know what, we've gotten a lot of time. We're just going to back up and go for that last hold. We're going to be seeing a third hard hold here, unless something incredible comes out of Jardy, and it might with these Hadokens. WM1 Pyro comes in, but the banner is doing so much work here to keep their team alive. And with just one alive and now none, no one's going to be able to make it back in time to touch that cart. And so looks like Jardy is also going to have to commit to a hard hold on third, as well as a pretty hard hold on second, because if MT5 is able to cap that point faster than Jardy was able to, they'll win. They won't even have to try and push third.
Ziggy's still on the backpacks. We do see that quick fix Uber being popped and the counter for quick fix Uber, which is going to be finding a lot of frags. Ziggy is going to be able to leave, but not going to find anything just yet. I'm pretty sure the backpack is not fully charged yet.
Metal. Here comes in the banner, and they're looking to be very aggressive on this second point here. So, provided they're actually able to force Jardy all the way out, I don't know if Jardy knows that they need to hard hold this.
Yeah, they really can't afford any mistakes right now. I mean, they only have to be 3 minutes, and this is already a really good time for them.
This is going to be the end of this round, actually. Here, yeah.
Wow.
You know, I think that's one of the things with, especially in the newcomer divisions, for players who haven't necessarily played stopwatch on a competitive config. They may not know the peculiarities to how the scoring works and when they actually do need to force a hard hold there, because they had backed out, and I think they were maybe thinking, okay, we just need a hard hold 3, but they did need to hard hold second there, and that took 5 evens to score. And we're going to be going into a third half here on Vigil, our first non-sweep of our cast today. So when you have spam coming from multiple angles, like Chucklenuts is set up.
What a med drop right there to push it, but it's not necessarily too bad if we keep seeing. We already see a battalion's push right now. A bunch of damage is already being negated, and they don't have a medic to heal. They're just kind of forced to retreat.
You know, this actually, in my mind, highlights one of those things where if you have players that can play multiple classes, the other thing you can abuse in this is, you know, if you have one player go down and then your medic goes down a little while later, that other player could come up on med and be building Uber, and then you're not at as much of a disadvantage when you lose your med.
A little bit troubling right now. The crits does get popped. Nothing's to be able to find. We actually do have a short circuit. Did have some short circuit being found, but again, right now, it took 5 is pretty kind of running away with this. Right now, Chungus is down 2 players, not going to be able to find anything. High is going to go down. We do see a big rocket onto Lunar. The reflect rocket did actually come out, but it didn't matter because, you know, short circuit, haha.
5 is waiting to build here. They are on the crits, but, you know, when you're dropping players, you really want to play your life when your meta is getting close to being able to Uber, because they're flanking all the way around.
We have a bunch of heavies flanking. High is going to go down. Ziggy, unfortunately, is going to go down, but the quick fix Uber is proving to be really valuable. It's all up to Yoshi Bobby. They're unable to find anything. The cart is being pushed, kind of suiciding. Buying time a little bit for the respawns.
Buying a lot of time, actually. Marco on 1 health. We'll see if they're able to get this up the hill when they have a demo man trapping off their spawn and getting 3 frags. Looks like this is going to be a 606, which is You know, a pretty reasonable time. It's not the fastest we've seen on Vigil, but the start of that half was very, very good for them. We were having the worst time trying to find Nano. And a crit's coming out here, getting a huge drop. Ooh. Massive crit rockets is going to put them at a very big advantage. Even with their med going down, they're going to have faster spawn rates, and they're going to be building faster on that crits.
2 crits, but going to be instantly dropped. Only finding the medic, which is still a really good frag. As long as they're able to play this correctly, they can just deny and stall.
But they are going to have their crits here. We're going to see if we'll see a counter crits out. Looks like it. Oh, huge rockets coming out here. Very dangerous to be shooting crit rockets out of Pyro. They are going to be able to cap that in time. And it looks like Blue is defending from the red team now, being behind them already. I don't think that they knew that spawn door was still open. Weren't expecting necessarily all of MTS to come pouring out from behind them, but this could be a very good push from Blue here. They will build it in time, but we'll see if they're able to make use of it. Of course, crits don't do any extra damage to buildings. And again, Ziggy just pops banner after banner here. It does so much work. And Yoshi Bobby, a little bit caught out here, manages to climb up the pipes there and escape out, leaving through Red Room, and just to walk back into Ziggy goes absolutely massive. So Ziggy really salvaging this last hold for the team.
Or Dire, you just kind of I hope Dark Chungus isn't necessarily feeling too displeased, because it is still a possibility. There is still a chance that they actually can't bring it around, but they are just feeding everyone into this Sentry and a Heavy. 10 seconds left, and I think this might be GG's.
Huge comeback from Medtook 5 here, and I think one of the other things that we haven't mentioned yet, the synergy between crits and a backpack. You know, Ziggy only has to hit 1 rocket and he's basically got a full charge. So maybe we'll be seeing some more crits backpack strats from the teams in our coming matches. But other than that, we're seeing our 1 demo, our 2 soldiers, our 2 scouts, and a medic. Teams are trading back kills back and forth on this fight.
That's right, we actually had a Brickiest Brick on the Bonk Atomic Punch, kind of distracting the medic there as the soldier came in, bombed, and got the frag. And yet again with another Bonk Atomic Punch, just kind of harassing the medic. They don't even know how to react with that, but just he gets easily fragged down.
Looks like they just want to take this Dry fight. They're going to rely on their superior DM rather than invincibility, and they are unfortunately
is
not
just
going to win
crushing them. I think there definitely is, but we actually have the double bonk. Both scouts running the Bonk Atomic Punch do get the force out here. Medic gets down in this forced Uber. They gotta be careful there. Oh my god! Oh my god! Yup! He just... I think he just did a double air shot with 1 Beggar's Bazooka rocket. That is right, Scout is very useful for denying soldier bombs and bombs of all types. And just like we were just mentioning, Medic does get bombed while the Scouts were bombed. They can't shoot them, and the other team is learning that, hey, they can't attack, so their Medic's just healing 2 people that can't shoot anybody. Let's just bomb and kill them. And that's what happens. Yeah, one thing you have to consider on this map is the point caps much quicker than your standard maps like Viaduct or any other map of that sort. So if you are very quick on this map, you can almost back cap on King of the Hill, which is kind of unheard of, but looks like Quadruple T is going to take the first round. Double overtime. Wow. With the Boston Basher. Not going to have that fancy-dancy 3 rune blade. Oh my gosh. Yoshi comes in for the bomb. The What going down very low. That is going to make space for their team as they do come back and cap this point. The What 89 getting caught out, gets the Uber, but does die with full Uber charge there. It is technically a drop, but they didn't have time to switch to the Uber and save themselves. Orange Glazer does get down. They have a scout behind them, so they have to watch out. Giant bomb from Havoc coming in for the 1 rocket, another rocket, and then Raw comes in to clean it up.
Done on a King of the Hill match, and this map especially, there seems to be a lot you can do if you have some good mobility. Soldiers have plenty of places they can move around, same with the scouts. MNX is going to get forced out here, but they are going to get the med in response, so we'll see if Brickus Brick on the soda popper there. I was wondering why he was able to stay in the air so long. He's got 6 jumps.
Uber coming back up for MNX. See if they are going to pop here. Med's a bit caught out for the what. Trying to get that pistol on them. Scouts coming in. They don't have no bonk. They can get the medic here. Easy peasy.
I'd almost be willing to let Great Blue cap there before killing them, just to get the delay off. Especially with how fast this map caps. It'd probably be faster to let him cap and then recap it than let this point tick back down. We're seeing this on process as well. It takes a long time for points to revert. 1%er is gonna come back with a vengeance over the table tennis tossers. Very nice stab here onto the demo on Windex.
Orange Glazer coming, getting the Market Gardener on the medic! The what 89 popping that quick fix, eating all that damage, but
Unpredictable.
that is right here. Great Blue actually gonna get the frag on MNX, going for a little Minecraft, but not gonna get the scout. Oh my gosh, Yup comes in with the beggars, hits the what into the air, and then he gets finished off by Avic.
Looks like the 1%ers are going to have quick fix here, but they do need to get to the point. And the what is going to have time to build up their own quick fix, and they will sticky trap off this point here and take the second round. So that's our first half. Very quickly done. I'm thinking that going into the second half, 1% needs to find a way to deal with these mini sentries that keep going up. I think that it was a good attempt swapping Raw over onto the Spy, but was focusing a little bit too much on the Telly. When you have classes that have so much mobility, the Telly loses a lot of its value. Really, you're looking to have that Telly for your classes that are a lot slower when you have like a heavy and a sniper, or you're trying to cover really long distances like we've seen on the payload points. Up here, with Great Blue here on sniper, it seems like there's some
Oh my god!
They've pulled out a Pyro as well to add in that third damage type, make it a little bit harder to effectively resist damages with the Vaccinator, and with that lower overheal, it's not necessarily as strong. The 1% of Gamblers is coming back in, but this point is going to take a while to revert, so Quadruple T still have a little bit of time, enough time to get an Uber charge in, and Windex is going to come in, bombing into the med, who will be able to survive quite a bit from the explosive resistance.
They have a heavy versus heavy, Putus v Putus. One has a bubble, one doesn't, and it looks like Red is going to slowly, very, very slowly, but surely take the point here.
They need to stay on it. We're in overtime here. And the Uber charge comes out. The sword to deal with the Vaccinator. And they see the soldiers on point behind them in the post. Windex is able to heal up so much. If he gets that last hit onto Raw, he heals up fully again from the half Zatoichi.
Oh my goodness.
So long for this to revert.
It's in G. Oh my gosh. That was so close. Double overtime yet again.
Set up in the back. Raw gets a decloak and a nice stab onto Great Blue to take him out. Brick takes out Ushi, and looks like the 1%ers are going to scroll onto point, but it is not going to be quite quick enough, especially now that they are dealing with a counter Vaccinator from the side of the Quadruple Ts.
If I saw it. Looks like MNX is going to barely get that Uber hopping right before Brickiest Brick was able to get damage on him. Going to be disconnected from the soldier, disconnected from the demo, dropping both of them, but the what goes down to Yup's Market Garden.
Yeah, you can't Vaccinator resist that. Very nicely done.
MNX actually going down there from the Windex Story Spider, goes in for the bomb, gets that taunt out, gets a couple frags, and he is feeling good.
Gonna bring us to 3-2 for the Quadruple Ts.
Look like they're, moving their main force, their demo, their medic in. They do pop in, does get denied by the Pyro. Gonna look to get any frag they can. Do get Ricky Spirit, do get Orange Glazer. Looks like the demo here gonna have dual Vaccinator, both the bullet and explosive resistance. Gonna look for an error here. Sniper actually getting MNX down. Maybe that's why they were so reluctant to push in. Sniper getting a 2K on Ushi here as well. The what gonna pop resistance, but nobody heal. And looks like just gonna be Great Blue trying to snipe anybody. It's Eminix! Gonna go for a demo? Maybe a demo? No, he goes down as well.
They're going to be having to push here, but he caps so fast, they just touch it for a second, and they're forcing all of 1% to crowd onto that point, meaning that Windex is able to put out just a huge amount of damage on Demo here. Everyone's sitting behind, and they just get to cap it for free.
Yeah, not realizing the time was going down, and they just had to get bodies on point, but they weren't able to do that.
And I believe
That should be it.
it should be it, but they are going for another round just for fun.
Encore, encore. Maybe they did the Highlander config or a scrim config, but
Yeah, it might
that's
be
gonna
the
be the match.
Highlander best of 3 pug config, but yeah, our winners for this match, the quadruple T's. That's our penultimate match for the group stage here of our Chucklenuts Cup today. So we've got one more following this on CP Snakewater, I believe. High ground very aggressively right off the bat on mid. PK Beats is going to have to take a little bit of a 2v1.
Yeah, but PK Beats has the high ground right now, and then right now It's Over is kind of playing a little bit slow, trying to play their sniper, but it looks like they're kind of losing the flank here as SpiderJu tries to go ahead and push them back, and they just walk into a bunch of rockets here, just take a ton of damage and they wipe. But yeah, that sap on the gun. So Cyber gets the sap on the gun, but it's not the standard sapper. He's using the red tape recorder as they kind of push in here with Uber, and the quick fix comes out, and Jardy holds onto the point here. Wipe here, and I think Jardy's gonna try to pull back, and they start just dropping players here as Peanut gets a kill onto Yoshi there.
Lunar is going to be able to
Jardy's
clean
got
it up.
respawners here, so let's see if they can hold on here. But looks like with 2 soldiers and a quick fix medic on the point, that Sigilar's just gonna pull out here and kind of go back and play in lobby.
A little bit of ad, but realistically, it's going to even up with the
Oh,
faster
and
build rate.
they're trying to hide and they just get caught by the 2 soldiers walking in from lower. Just a huge cluster in under there, and everyone just gets caught. Looks like they're just back on the drawing board, going back to mid. And PK Beats looks like he's about to get caught in here, but he does trade with Crowball. He'll be able to hold on to 2, but I'm not thinking so, because Jardy's getting kind of a quick hold on 2 as they definitely secure the area, and a force comes out for territory, Ubering Peanut on bats. He gets a snut, he gets a headshot onto Lunar, but Lunar just holds on there with a couple HP and is able to finish him off, and they just take the round.
He was currently getting run at by a scout, and Kukri's him to death.
It looks like Jardy's kind of slowly feeding in here, and It's Over's kind of drawing down players, but too many of them are out of the fight, kind of committing at different times. But it looks like right now, Jardy's got a little bit of the high ground advantage here, but Peanut's still looking in. He hasn't caught anyone yet, but it looks like he's just going to go ahead and go back to 2.
Looks like they are going to opt to just push him to last with 4 players down.
But
hope
they
there isn't
have
a
a
back
quick
cap.
Yep, they just had Lunar there had early cap time, and Marco just went overhead and he just finished it off. Kind of taking a lot of damage here. Marco bombs in onto the sniper, gets the kill, is hitting behind in Saw, and then just the demo just goes ahead and cleans everyone up. Just all that splash damage catching everyone in Saw. The only one alive here is PK Beats, and he's able to get 2 kills, but that's it. But looks like Yoshi goes ahead and pops Quick Fix Uber really early there, and then goes ahead and gets headshot by Peanut. Corbolt's way up in the air. He might die from fall damage here. Barely survives with 3, and then just goes ahead and gets cleaned up. It's Over, pushes out here and just takes second, but they get forced, unfortunately.
Yeah,
And the
unfortunately, you
back
can't
cap.
heal through a headshot.
Unfortunately.
The scout and the soldier hop in through
They
lower.
just hop in and just get the wrap. But it looks like they get that high ground advantage, and they're just slowly taking the point. SpiderJu gets caught in. PK barely lives there and is slowly trying to walk out of Saw as Peanut gets cleaned up by both of the scouts. PK might get caught here, and he does. Pop, Quick Fix early again here, and just shred Cyber onto the point. They're going ahead, and they're trying to get the high ground advantage here to just shoot down on the point, and they just clean up. It's Over. And, well,
It's over. Decisive victory
Just
for,
a
for
clean
Jordy
wipe
here.
here. Yep. And that's the last match of the day. Tomorrow we'll be back for playoffs.
I just want to give a huge shout out to our multitaskers today. Dolphin casting and running production at the same time for our last match, then Kukwe hopping into cast and running this whole cup. It's a lot of work to do both those things, so you know, thanks. Shout out to them for taking the time to come on and commentate some matches. And with that, we're going to be wrapping up for today. You can tune in tomorrow for the start of playoffs. We're going to be streaming it right here.
All right. Thank you, everyone, and have a good night.